Hey, so you are diving into Azure SQL and looking to get the full scoop as if you are having a friendly chat. Alright, here goes your friendly guide for Azure SQL, aiming to cover a good chunk with you for about 4 to 5 minutes chat time. You know, when Azure SQL first started, it was a game changer for cloud-based databases, right? It's like having every SQL experience you know with the world's 0's best laptops. SQL on Azure is Microsoft's way of providing a secure, scalable, and reliable database service on the cloud. It's built on SQL Server Tech, which means your familiar SQL skills translate right into Azure SQL without major hiccups. The thing about it, though, is the architecture isn't just for showing off, it's about delivering on the promises of scaling, data availability, and the nifty trick of built-in intelligence, like automated backups and tuning. It leverages high availability, which is just fancy talk for minimizing downtime. Imagine your systems never sleeping, always up, and doing what you need them to do, even if some unforeseen issue, say a server crash, happens within a data center. The redundancy is built in, so your databases are always in the cloud, never the office. Now, imagine you are deploying an enterprise-grade application that's data and elasticity-driven. Azure SQL comes in as a reliable copilot, ensuring seamless scalability when the demands skyrocket or dip, all while keeping costs aligned with actual usage. It's really about finding that balance between resources and needs, which is why cost management in Azure SQL is intelligent and dynamic. And let me not forget about the integration. Azure SQL sizzles beside a slew of Azure services, like UX for container orchestration or Azure Cognitive Search when you are crunching through massive datasets. This tight integration means you can deploy, scale, monitor, and manage your services with consistent experiences across Azure. With Azure SQL, security is woven into the very fabric of your database. You are not just getting SSL encryption for data at rest and in transit, but also full identity-based access policies so you tighten up the perms at the door. It's like giving an ID card that only lets in trusted users while keeping all the nasties out. The auditing features are top-notch too, so you can have peace of mind whenever there's a security review or a data breach investigation. If someone's like me and spent a fair chunk of my career understanding these systems, then Azure SQL becomes a familiar friend, and that experience is worth something, right? I'm here to share my knowledge and make sure Azure SQL is a tool that fits into an already seasoned skill set. Whether it's a small database project or an enterprise-scale application, Azure SQL offers flexibility that grows with you and scales down when the app takes a breather. Troubleshooting with Azure SQL is also a breeze with built-in monitoring and diagnostic tools that pinpoint issues. Azure provides the dashboards, logs, and alerts, giving you immediate visibility, which is indispensable, especially for those who want minimal downtime and maximum uptime. As a senior cloud architect, understanding these diagnostics tools and performance metrics is like being a ninja in database health and issues resolution. And let's chat best practices. Azure SQL encourages practices like using managed identities, always keeping your backup strategies robust, and employing consistent monitoring patterns. These best practices don't just apply to Azure SQL, they are fundamental in database administration and lifecycle that applies across most cloud and physical databases. It's about maintaining databases in tip-top shape, which means proactively tuning, auditing, and maintaining. In summary, Azure SQL Database is like the Swiss Army knife for database-driven cloud applications. It's about managing and deploying with confidence, knowing that your data's safe and sound with Azure Zero-S security mechanisms and the ability to scale just like the needs of the enterprise. It simplifies life without sacrificing control or performance. The strategic context here is all about efficiency, cost-effectiveness, and robustness when embracing this service for the cloud journey. I hope this sneak peek into Azure SQL gave you the confidence boost you need. If you are curious to dig deeper, check out Neeraj's latest insights on TechLab.io. They're always churning out fresh content to keep you informed as the tech world evolves. Remember to hit subscribe on TechLab.io if you want to stay ahead of the game. Just as they say in the cloud, there's always more to come. Check them out at neeraj.qzz.io. Keep innovating, my friend. Visit neeraj.qzz.io and subscribe to TechLab for more tech wisdom. Can't wait to catch you at their next webinar on cloud architectures. It's where the best of the best gather when the world of SQL meets the cloud. Catch you later.